Hello, Lisa. I am so very, very sorry for missing your shutter speed Sharp Photo Challenge pics last week. I missed them completely. I did not include them in the critique. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. I have absolutely no reason why. I have no explanation why I missed it. I don't know. I even remember looking at it. I opened up the Flickr URL and I looked at the gallery and I saw your pics and I thought, yeah, these are great. These will be great to talk about. And then just completely neglected to mention them in the video critique. So again, very sorry. But I have a gift for you. I'm going to do a little dance. I hope that kind of helps clear things up a little bit, patch the relationship between you and I. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me and we can move on. However, here is your video critique for the Sharp Photo Challenge number 4. Shutter speed. High and low shutter speed. So here are Lisa's pics from last week. Let's take a good look at them. I recognize this carousel setup. Could this be the same carousel that you did a fantastic effect for with the previous challenge? I think it may be for isolation. So different setup, but now we see the shutter speed in action here. So we've got, well, this must have been actually, what shutter speed must this have been? Because you got this blur action going on here, but these people are captured here. So let's see. You're shooting with the trusty 60D. That's what I shoot with too. And what do we have? 1/10. Interesting shutter speed. Interesting choice of settings there. So the F13 ISO 2500, high ISO too. So okay, there we go. This also works for isolation as well, because we're drawn to this guy here. He's making eye contact with the camera. Everything else is nice and blurry. So it's a good choice of shutter speed where it's not too slow, where this person here is going to be blurred because obviously they're more or less standing still, but you're going to get the blurry action of the carousel. So yeah, nice shot there. Nice shot. Could do without this gentleman down here in the bottom right, but you know, again, in public you can't really direct people around, so you're kind of stuck there. Yeah, this whirlwind effect going on here is pretty cool. So very nice. Moving on. There we go. So, beautiful bird. Gotcha. Awesome. I think she even said something about this bird in her email. I can't remember. This is, I think she said it's outside her window. Awesome shot. Loving more shots of the birds here. What? No info? Bah! I think you just didn't load right, you Flickr.com. Because I know that there's additional information. Come on. Show me the info. It's not showing me. Sometimes it does this. I don't know why. One of the other Sharp Photo Challengers was mentioning I couldn't see the settings on his pics, but they're there somehow. Flickr's just not letting me see them. So, but you must have had a high shutter speed here because, hey, it's daylight. You can. So take advantage of the daylight. Pump your shutter speed up. Make sure that bird's not going to get away and leave a blurry image in its wake, because they do not sit still. And very nice. You obviously chose a high f-stop, so you could isolate and get some nice blurriness, some bokeh to the background. Beautiful, nice shot there. Yeah, and good timing. You got, it is all about timing. Waiting until you get that right moment for when they are turned either facing the camera or nicely profiled. So you got a good shot here, digging the claw, just kind of gripping onto the cage right there. The color is nice on the head, and it's framed nicely off to the right. Beautiful. I dig it. Very nicely done. Beautiful bird. Moving on. Oh, this one looks like the one that got away. This one looks like, is it the same bird? It looks bigger, blacker. It doesn't look like the same one. But this looks like did you have this framed up and then just a moment later the bird was gone? That's what it kind of looks like here. So it looks like you had the shutter speed you had a fast enough shutter speed so it isn't turning into a huge blurry mess as it's taking off, but you just didn't capture the moment. It's going off frame there. So yeah, looks like you missed the shot, but you had a high shutter speed enough that you were kind of getting ready. This kind of looks like the result of you wanted the action shot of it just leaving the branch, but then it was missed. So don't worry, I got a couple of those as well. The bird that I shot, there were a couple ones where I was a little bit too late or a little bit too early. I was off the mark with it. So diving crow. So it is a different bird. So I was off the mark. So I did miss the shot. I did miss the opportunity. It didn't turn out very well. So that's the challenge with shooting animals. They don't sit still. What is the next one? Osprey. More birds. More lovely birds. What are you shooting through something? This looks like you're kind of shooting through some branches or something like that with the high f-stop with the high f-stop there. It looks like it's blurring it out almost, but not quite. So it does make a bit of a mess. It's a foreground blur that's going on. So that may be an issue. Will it show me settings? Yes, it will. 1/1000. Dig it. Because that's an awesome moment to capture. And I know I'm pointing at the screen. There. That's an awesome moment to capture. That bird just diving there. How did you prepare for that moment there? Because that is a tough moment to prepare for, to be able to spot where's the animal going to go and on what cue are they going to do it. It's very difficult. But good on you for seeking out that, for having the foresight for that action there to try and get that action shot. It's very difficult, but good idea. Pumping that shutter speed up, speeding that shutter speed up so that when the action happens, you capture it. Good job. And you're zoomed right in. I'm guessing that's a 55 to 250 that you're using there. So of course you got to stop. How is that F9? So what is this here? Because if it's at F9, I wouldn't think that there would be. It looks like just some discoloration that could be on the water. I don't know. There's some haziness going on, so that also could be the ISO 800. I'm not sure. But you can see even at 1/1000, this bird is moving real quick, and you can almost even speed that up even more, because as quick as you may think the shutter speed is, animals, birds, they move really, really quick. They don't sit still, so you could have maybe even done it a little bit faster. But hopefully now you also imagine what goes into those National Geographic shots, the ones that it looks like they've used a 500mm lens and they're capturing it from across the Serengeti, and they're getting like the charging beast, and they're freezing it in motion. It's perfectly framed up, and you only get that once in a lifetime opportunity to get that shot. You miss it, you blink, and you're done. It's a lot of pressure. I don't normally shoot animals, so I don't really know, but I respect the kind of work that these photographers do, these nature photographers, when they're able to tell where the bird is going to be going to capture its prey, and and the patience to wait for that to happen. But good shots. Thank you, Lisa, for submitting last week. Again, I apologize. And but your other review is actually synced up next for your video critique for this week's challenge number 5. So watch that next, and I hope to see you on the next week's challenge for challenge number 6. It's going to be a good one. So stick around.